the following presentation of the National Football League.
It has been 60 years since the Packers and Chiefs met down in Southern California in what would come to be known as the first Super Bowl. But now, at modern Levi Stadium in Santa Clara, we are counting down to Super Bowl 60, and we've got a great matchup in store. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers, the AFC champion, taking on the NFC champions, the Philadelphia Eagles. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis, and what a season it's been for our AFC champions. And this was a fight just to get to the Super Bowl. You got to figure that they are very battle-tested and ready.
I'd agree with you 100% about that. You don't get there without having those types of attributes, and that's what you look for in a Super Bowl team. Confidence. These guys don't lack for either one of those. Now they're here. Now they're ready to win.
Meanwhile, our NFC champions, they have gone through a lot to get where they are. Everybody knows their story this season. What's the key for them as they start this Super Bowl?
Let's go full cliche on this one because it works. Remember what got you here. Been a winning formula all season long. This is a team that when we saw them in the preseason, we said they look like a group that has what it takes to be a Super Bowl winning team. And we've been proven right by what we've seen throughout the season.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Smith catches left side. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Gain of 6. And the Steelers first down.
Now Rodgers on the bootleg. He finds Austin complete. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be second down. Well, as you can see, they're not operating at full health today, partner. That's been a big story the last couple of weeks. But the bottom line, their record is solid, and you know that this is still a very dangerous team, even with those guys missing.
What they have shown us throughout this season is that this team has stayed focused, and some injuries, they're just not going to derail the momentum they've built up all season long. They continue to go out there and play and give their best performances.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Rodgers to throw once more. And he has another first down as they get the ball down to the Eagles' 45-yard line. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
First down. First and 10 at the 45.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 2nd and 6.
At the 40-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
In motion, the tight end. Here's Rodgers. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That's a gain of 5.
On the sneak, Rodgers. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with it back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
Now Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Norris. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. 2 yards is the pickup, and it's good enough for a Pittsburgh first down. Now this time Rodgers will throw. It's caught. Smith. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5. Now it's Rodgers. That's caught. He gets it out to Austin. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up
working from the gun. Rodgers. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
But it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. 3 points, probably not going to win this Super Bowl, but at least you get something on the opening drive.
And it's certainly not going to lose it. So the bottom line is, come away with the points now, come back and get greedy later, and try and put it in the end zone.
And able to get this out to the 25. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The 2nd-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we're looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand.
At the 29-yard line.
Quickly out wide to Mechie. Now a 3rd and 6.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Barkley inside handoff. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
18 on the play. First down, Philadelphia.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. At their 48-yard line.
A handoff to Barkley on the option. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Going right back to Dotson. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a pretty good burst there as they'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. We've got a lot more ahead of us here in Super Bowl 60. 2nd quarter coming your way next. 3-0 is our score. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Appreciate everyone joining us. Super Bowl 60 here tonight. Time to begin the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis up in the booth as we get set to resume play. Appreciate everyone joining us. Super Bowl 60 here tonight. Time to begin the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis up in the booth as we get set to resume play. So from the 37, here's 2nd down and 2.
Eagles 37-yard line.
Now a give right side. Norris. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Rodgers with a keeper. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Only a yard on the sneak, not enough. And he's a few inches short for 4th down. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Now, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. They are still in search of their first points in the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a first down. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. From the 32-yard line now, here's second down and 5. Hurts. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Hurts. Well, he's going to look downfield for Barkley. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. On play action, it's Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Norris. The offense on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Shotgun now for Rodgers. They'll find Metcalf. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now we get to see the punter, Corliss Waitman. Fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. This will be complete to Mechie.
Complete to John Mechie. He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That one downfield for Dotson. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Shreds him with a stiff arm. Well, a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. Now the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. And they'll send the tight end in motion. To throw, it's Rodgers. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Here's 2nd and 10.
It's second down.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Over the middle, hauled in by Sharp.
Complete to B.J. Sharp. It's a gain of 5. Brings up third.
Rodgers now to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Second and 2.
Up the middle they go. It's Norris. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Norris. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
It works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now a hit and a loose football. And out now come the Eagles. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. First and 10. They go play action with Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
12. First down, Eagles.
Here's Hurts to throw. He delivers another to Goedert, complete. And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16. We have reached the 2-minute warning. In fact, just under 2 minutes to play in the opening half of this year's Super Bowl. A first down carry for Barkley. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Philadelphia.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
At the 6-yard line.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Back to throw here. His pass caught at the 4. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
Down and goal.
The kick by Elliott is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Already enjoying a two-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. A short one there to Freiermuth. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Rodgers. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he goes out right around the 39.
And the Steelers first.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Sidney Brown on the coverage.
Now a handoff up the middle. Norris. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, thanks very much. And we welcome all of you back here on EA Sports for quarter number 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
But if there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That was the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down. Up the middle with Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. T.J. Watt, always the disruptor, there to blow that play up.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He gets this one to Mechie. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. 3rd and 7 now. From the gun, it's Hurts. Repeat of the last play. Going to Mechie here. Now he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. He's got Smith here. From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Steelers' 38-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing is Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 29-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Hurts. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. They'll set up to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Brings up second and goal.
Caught left side by Mechie. Third and goal, a big play in the Super Bowl.
Complete to John Mechie.
On the sneak, it's Hurts. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's fourth down. Oh, they'll run the option right. And I don't think he got in. He did it. He's stoned at the 1-yard line. They're turned away on fourth and goal. And instead of having a one-score game, they'll remain 2 scores down. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 55 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So a little breathing room now. First and 10 at the 17. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Norris. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Up the middle they go. It's Norris. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Now Rodgers. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down.
Brings up third and 1.
On third down, Norris. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Up next, the biggest quarter of the entire season. At the end of that, we get to crown a champion. We are through 3 here in Super Bowl 60. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Only 1 quarter left here in Super Bowl 60 as we get set to begin the 4th. Only 1 quarter left here in Super Bowl 60 as we get set to begin the 4th. The Waitman now to punt as he sends this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And it will be Eagles football, first and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And we're at the time of this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive, first and 10. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
16 yards. And an Eagle first down.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
This will be complete to Mechie. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down. Back to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. Here now, 2nd and 4.
Dallas Goddard. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
Back to throw again. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And for the moment, this will be a first down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 79 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
And what a tough spot for this defense because they know it's coming, but they're just powerless to stop it. What a great run there to start the drive. And you can bet there'll be more where that came from as they try to ice this game away.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
At the 30-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
A gain of 1 brings up.
Here's Rodgers to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Intended for Calvin.
Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
13 yards, the tally on the return there. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Alex Highsmith simply would not be stopped on that play. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores. And they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Complete. Smith has it. Here is 3rd and 5.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He wants it all for the end zone. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down.
A 60-yard attempt.
And he missed it. It's no good. And they will not cut into that 10-point lead. And that one, just an absolute killer. A chance to get this back within 1 score.
All hope not gone yet, but at the same time, you're exactly right. They needed to get back within 1 score and have a motivated defense take the field in order to get it back for them for one last big drive.
Looking to put a drive together. On 1st down, it's Norris. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. To throw is Rodgers. A short one there with Freiermuth. Now 3rd down and 7.
It's a gain of 4.
Throwing now is Rodgers. He's got his target. That's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
That's good for us Steelers. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talking over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
On a jet sweep, here comes Chark. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the two teams talking over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown in this Super Bowl. And the Steelers are starting to pull away in the 4th quarter of this Super Bowl.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Boswell good with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Eagles offense back out getting set for this next drive. Those Super Bowl hopes that they had really dwindling now here in the 4th quarter. That NFC crown that they got 2 weeks ago seems like a distant memory as they have been outplayed tonight. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This one goes out wide for Barkley. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll drop the throw. He gets this one to Mechie. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
It's a gain of 10. And an Eagle first down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. This short throw caught by Goddard. They'll come up 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Now he's going to step up and run. Gets past one man. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 35.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 17 yards. First down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throw right side complete to Dodson. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
31-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Going right back to Dodson.
Complete to Jahan Dotson. A gain of 7. First down, Eagles.
Throwing is Hurts. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
Sacked. A loss of 7 yards. It's 2nd down.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts. This ball caught by Mechie. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And they get up on it quickly and spike it with just a little over 50 seconds to go. Hurts. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Eagles are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. A 10-play drive that time. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And it's the Steelers that come up with it. And that should just about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Well, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. The Pittsburgh Steelers have won the Super Bowl, and the Lombardi Trophy is going back to the Steel City. For the victors getting to hoist that Lombardi Trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. The accomplishment, forever.
So that'll conclude another captivating season of the NFL on EA Sports. So for Charles Davis and all the hardworking men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying good night from Santa Clara.